Good afternoon, everybody, or good morning, as the case may be. It's Mr. Kraft again with another From ArtLand. And on behalf of the advocacy team and the Learning Center, hello, I hope you're doing well. As I told you in the first From ArtLand, we're going to keep these non-academic content specific, but more as an overview of some things that you might need to know, that you might want to know, or that you only know a little bit about and I can touch base on. Again, with that in mind, email me, email the advocacy team. Tell me what you might want to know, things that you're uncertain about, and then we can help answer those. But for today, the primary topic is going to be student check-in. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. For those of you that may not know, however, student check-in is a way that we're able to very much help keep tabs on how the student's doing. In a social emotional environment where things are distanced, it is still part of their makeup. They have their fears for the day, the worries, the anxieties, things like that. Typically, most students cope with these in a very normalized manner, but sometimes days get weird. So, to break down a couple parts of this, I'm going to explain first how to get to the survey, what the color coding of the survey means, and how you can help out with that. Okay, so the first part of this is how do you get to the survey, which, by the way, teachers have to do also. Everybody, honest to goodness, we're all really trying to make sure everybody is well, adults and kids alike. And this is typically, if we were in person, this would be a very normal part of the day where teachers interact with kids. We get to know the student pretty well fairly quickly, and we can determine if they need some extra attention, talk to a counselor, whatever. But here, we don't have that contact. So we have the survey to take part of that away, or to take part of that responsibility of observation and help us out. So the way you get to the survey, any Canvas course your student has, if they go into their Canvas dashboard, any class that they have will have a link to the survey. Once they click the link, the survey opens. There's a few questions, and there's answers they rank from 1 through 5. The color coding works like this, and it's all compiled on a big chart that we have access to, the teachers do. We can pop in, we see how our kids are, and if everything's cool, it's cool, and if it's not, we have to take it up a step and make sure everybody's fine and safe and healthy. But the color coding works like this. If your student answers in such a way that the ranking, the 1 through 5 ranking, tells us that they're okay, their name will be highlighted in white. We just glance at it. If they're in the white, they're awesome. We move on. If your student's having a day where it's getting a little weird, but nothing's gone over the top, they're ranked yellow. The algorithm does the ranking, by the way. It's all based on the numbers. If they're yellow, then we do make contact with the student. We log that. If there's anything that you need to know, we let you know. If they rank red, we make contact with them as soon as we're able. And anything that we think you need to know right away, you know right away. So it is a white, yellow, and red color coding. It literally takes about 10 seconds to do the survey. I have my students do it every morning. They don't like always having to do it, but it's a good way for us to know how to help out the most. Now, the part of this, though, that really is the big deal is that we're seeing less student buy-in with it, and we're not getting as many of them filling it out in the morning. The concern with that is that we're missing potential interruptions to not only their academic environments, but to their personal health. Part of the check-in, as I just said, was to make sure everyone is as healthy as they can be right now. And with social distancing and with remote teaching and with the remote learning, it's a burden for everybody emotionally, socially. It's a weight that we've been carrying around for almost a year now. And so we're trying the best we can to make sure that everybody's happy, engaged, mentally well, emotionally well, socially where they need to be. And so I'm reaching out essentially to you, parent, guardian, friend, cousin, whomever. If you are in a place where you can take part in helping your student check in the mornings, we would very much appreciate it. If you're not, if you have to work, if your hours don't line up the right way for that, check in with them later maybe. Touch base. Hey, did you do your student check-in? Show me where that is, you know. You can ask them to show you how to get to it. Really and truly, it's another measure that we don't want to lose to make sure that we have the best possible outcome for your student. It's a valuable asset and a very valuable tool. Now, you may not realize this, but I've done this exact video today about 14 times. And I mention that because I've talked to a few parents lately. I've talked to a few guardians at this school, different schools, and I realize that if you're over the age of 30, this is a strange place to be. This environment is very bizarre. And so with full transparency, not everybody navigates it the same way. Please do not hesitate to reach out, to call us, to email us if you are having any concerns about helping your student find their daily check-in. If you have any concerns about your student finding the right place to be academically, anything that you need to know, please contact us. Let us know how we can help. I mentioned the 14 efforts on this video by way of saying I don't expect everyone to be able to jump in at the same place. And while I'm asking you for help with student check-ins, I'm also offering help to you if you should need it for anything in this navigationable nightmare that we have right now. Please contact the school, your student's cohort. Again, advocacy, communication, and sustainability. There are links on the webpage. There are phone numbers, emails, anything that you might need there. But as far as today goes, it's really and truly about student check-in, student health, student well-being. So I guess that's it, guys. This was going to be a bit longer, maybe because I kept rambling, but I think that's enough for tonight. And you guys again have been great. You've been an asset, a help. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine this without you there. So, as a parent, as a teacher, thank you. And from ArtLand, love and respect to each and every one of you. Reach out if you need to, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.